Hi FlashTube, it's Diane. This is part 2 of my video from last week with the stash haul finish thing. So let's get started. Part 2, Farmhouse Christmas, Horsing Around. And that is a finish right here. I stitched it as charted with the charted colors on 32 count. This is a natural raw linen. It's really nice. I haven't had good experience with natural and raw linens, but this one is really nice. I get it through Crazy Annie's. I'm thinking I'll stitch this one again because my cousin, her daughter is a few months older than my youngest daughter, and they have a black horse, or they did. I don't think he's passed on yet. His name is Rastus, and I'm nervous around horses, but he is the gentlest horse. So when I was stitching, I think I stitched this part last, the person last, it just reminded me of my cousin. So I might stitch it again. I know she'd appreciate it because she does crochet and beautiful crochet. So I might stitch it again. Who knows? But it stitched up really quickly. And again, it was the Farmhouse Christmas Horsing Around. I also worked on White Trumpet by Nora Corbett. Last time I showed it, I just had a wee bit of this white here done. And this is what I have done now. This is 32 count Belfast Midnight Splendor by Fiberlicious. It was one of my fabric of the months. I don't know if you could see all the sparkle here. Yeah, that's all Krennic. And then the white. And then there's a green here. That's a DMC. So she's really pretty. She'll be really, really nice when she's done. And then I had placed an order with Fiberlicious because my husband gave me a gift certificate for Christmas. And this is one of the pieces I purchased, 32 count linen. This is a fat quarter of Buttercup. It's very bright yellow. But I was thinking that these two butterfly fairies might look really nice on this yellow. I have to do a fiber toss just to make sure. But I'm thinking that these two would look great on here. And getting a fat quarter, I should have enough for both pieces. But that wasn't the only piece I purchased. Oh, this is my fabric of the month for March. Persephone, 32 count Belfast is what I get. It's really pretty. It's more, yes, there's pink and grays in it, but it's more what's the word I'm looking for? It's more subtle, and I'm thinking the newer Pixie castor bean or thistle might look good on this one. That was for my fabric of the month. And then from Just Add Needles, I ordered these in February, and she said that Witch Hilt was getting kind of slow, and then with Market they got slower. But I finally received them. This one is Peony Garden. I thought she'd be a nice complement to Damask Roses, which I haven't started yet. But Marie is really nice. I encourage you to check out her Facebook page, Just Add Needles. I'll put the link below. But Peony Garden, now she calls for a lot of water lilies. So I'm going to slowly kit her up over time. Not sure what color to stitch her on though. People have been talking about Mira's going out of print, so I got some of the earlier ones. Let's see, this one is MD111. This one is Rose Arbor, and that's MD48. And this is designed to be a companion piece to this one, Rose of Sharon, which is MD 94, MD3. I'm reading this right? Is that her third design? It looks like it's her third design from 94. I have seen some beautiful color conversions of this particular one, and I haven't figured out which one I want to do. I saw one where the dress was black and the sash here was red, and then this was all gray tones. So right now it's kind of sepia look, but it was all gray tones. And her hair was changed to color also. But then there was a red dress, Yeah, red dress, black dress. So I'm thinking I'm going to change her colors, but I haven't decided what to change it to. And if I change her colors, then I probably should change her colors. Unless I leave her in the white. Come on, zoom. Zoom. There we go. It doesn't want to focus. Unless I leave her in the white and then do the other one black. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. And then I got Maiden of the Seasons 1 and Maiden of the Seasons 2. And these, I guess, are out of print now. I heard that this one was, and this one was close to, or maybe it was the other way around. Now, whoops, sorry. This one calls for needle point silks, or needle paint silks, excuse me. And guess what I have in my stash? I have them. So that's what I'm going to use. I have these from other projects, probably the Celtic Ladies. So I have to figure out if I want to do this, if I want to do them all individually, or if I want to do them all in the same fabric. I cannot decide. And then if I do them individually, do I want all the fabrics to be the same? Yeah, I have to start noodling on that. And this one, there was a conversion to make the colors. These are really deep, rich colors, and these are a little watered out, or maybe it's this picture. I'm hoping at the Mirabilia retreat, which I'm going to in May, somebody will have this stitched and I can see it in, face to face in real life. So I got those two. And then I got the latest large one, Sun Goddess. I am not keen on the colors on this one, or I wasn't until I saw a picture of someone's actual stitching of this one. Probably was the model's actual stitch, because again, these pictures never do the pattern justice. So I'm in a quandary on which fabric to stitch her on. So from Fiberlicious, I got Garden of Dreams and Singing in the Rain. I am thinking, oh, sorry. I am thinking Singing in the Rain, the blue one, but changing her colors of her dress. Yeah, and I think I know what I want to change them to. But I'm just trying to figure out if I think I have the colorway I want. It just, okay, do I put color A here, color B here, color C here, or A, B, C, or B, A, C, yeah, which color combo goes where? So that's what I'm looking at doing, is changing her colors. I like the design. It's very classic, more toward Nora's earlier designs, more that Greco-Roman influence, but I have to decide the colors. And then, of course, which fabric, and then I have another piece of fabric to play with. And then I had mentioned in my last video that, or maybe I didn't mention it. I probably didn't. I don't remember. My husband and I, when we were coming back we celebrated our anniversary at a bed and breakfast. And when we were coming back, my husband said, oh, well, on the way back from Stitchville, if you want to go. I'm like, you don't have to ask me twice. So I picked up some items at Stitchville. One of them, this is Rosewood Manor Seasons of Trees. Now, if you've ever stitched a Rosewood Manor, you know these pictures never, ever, ever do her designs justice. And so I was looking, and there's some from Market that she just recently put out. I was so tempted to get, but I got this one. This one is from, I wonder what year this one's from. 2008. Yeah, 2008. And I liked the seasonal aspect, that spring, summer, it'd all be on one piece, one stitched piece. But then I was reading inside of Rosewood Manors, often they give you ideas that, hey, if you stitch this, here's another idea for you, or you can do this with it. She gives you those kind of ideas, and she said, well, if you took the 4 trees and you can make a sampler, and I was looking at them. I hope you can see this. This tree, this tree, this tree, and this tree, they're all the same tree, but this is this tree in the spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And you have spring, summer, autumn, winter. That's all the same tree, just through the seasons. Let's see, we have summer, autumn, winter, summer, autumn, spring. So spring, summer, autumn, winter. And this is all the same tree, but you actually stitch the same one 3 times, and then in winter it has the pine cones on it. So I thought that was a cool detail. And then all through here, she may not be able to see clearly, there's like this whole column area here is like spring. Well, then it's written spring, 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 spring in all these different fonts, and here it's summer. And then around here, all these birds are different. All of these birds are different. And you even have a cardinal down here because somebody likes cardinals and I can't remember who it is. But yeah, I got that one, and it's all DMC. It's like 48 or 50 DMC. But I'm going to stitch it on 28 count Jobelan ivory. They suggested, or the model is stitched on Jobelan China Pearl, but Stitchville didn't have a big enough piece of China Pearl. So yeah, here's the floss list here. So it's all DMC. And I thought that was really cute. And then it could be up all year round. So it's S1189. So I haven't started that one. I'm starting to get the DMCs all gathered and put together, and so it'll be kitted. And then I picked up Rhythm by Nora. So I'm going to get the other 4 of these. At first when you look at them, it's like, yay. But then you start looking at the details, and I saw one actually stitched. I think it was Caprice. Amazing. Again, these pictures never do these designs justice. And this one, I blame Terry. Terry, this one's your fault. Stitching, formerly known as Stitching Petunia, now known as Rabbit Trail Stitcher. This is her fault. Plum Street Samplers, American Sampler. Let's see. Give me a calm and thankful heart from every murmur free. The blessings of thy grace impart. Preserve our liberty. Sic semper tyrannis. Isn't that, well, I don't remember what that means. I studied it once upon a time, but I don't remember what it is right now. But when I was looking at it, it calls for all general arts. No, it's a mixture of general arts and stuff. The red, I wanted to get the actual red, so I did buy the red. But all the other colors, I have chosen to use, except for the red currant, which is the building, I have chosen to use my Carrie's Creation, dip into my Carrie's Creation collection. And these are all cottons, and so I am using Carrie's Creation for all these, beyond the original red here for the bricks. So, yeah. And to stitch this on, I bought 36 count R&R Reproductions. Can't remember what the original was stitched on. Probably Stars Hollow. They seem to use that one a lot. But let me see. Oh no, this was Winter something. And I couldn't find it. Winter Brew. I couldn't find it at Stitchville. They had Summer Brew and a whole bunch of other brews, but they didn't have the winter. But in the 36 count, it's possible they had it hiding and I just didn't find it. So, but I like this weathered shingle color, and it's a newer color of R&R Reproductions, so that's what I got. And then when I was looking at another design, I came across a pattern. I've never heard of this designer before. It's called All Through the Night, Folk Art Designs with a Bit of Whimsy by Bonnie Sullivan. I don't know why, but I've never heard of this designer. But use what talents you possess. Use what talents you possess. The woods would be silent if no birds sang there except those that sang best. I don't know why, but this caught my eye, and I really, really liked it. And it calls for 30 count weeks dye works, and I don't like 30 count weeks dye works. It's just, it's not good. But somebody, when I made a comment like that in one of my videos, someone said they noticed that too, but they liked the weeks fabric in higher counts. So I checked out what Stitchville had in 36 count weeks, and they had the color that this model is stitched on in 36 count, and that is this one. It's called, it's 36 count weeks dye works. It's called Putty, P-U-T-T-Y. Now this calls for sampler threads, but again, I am using Carrie's Creation Cottons. That's why I bought the Carrie's Creation threads, so I could sub them out, and that's what I've chosen to do. So mine is going to look a little different when it's all said and done, but I think it'll have the same feel, and it's a nice size. And here I've started, the original was espresso, and this is Cajun coffee. So the original was espresso by General Arts, and then this is Cajun coffee by Carrie's Creation Cottons. So that's what I've chosen to use. That's all I have. I have part 3 of the Farmhouse Christmas coming hopefully tomorrow. Well, it'd be nice if it got here today. But should be here this week. And then the castor bean and the thistle pixies, those should be coming soon. And because I just paid for those today. Yeah. That's all I've really been stitching. It's kind of hit or miss on stitching. Tomorrow is my surgery, and if I'm up to it, I'll post something on Instagram. My Instagram is just mondotstitches. And thank you all for your good wishes with regard to my surgery. I'm not too nervous yet. I'll probably about 11 o'clock tonight be pacing the floor because all of a sudden it'll hit me, but I should be just fine. But yes, I do thank all your well wishes, and I'm going to stitch more on this guy today, I think. And I will do a video prior to my leaving for San Antonio for the Mirabilia retreat. I figured out I'm going to have one new start, which I know what that's going to be, so I'm kitting that up. And then what else I bring beyond finishes, I'm not quite sure at this point. So I'll do a little video then, and maybe one from the retreat. But I'll talk to you all later. Hopefully it's not snowing like it is here in Minnesota again. Crying out loud, it's April 2nd. We don't need any more snow, thank you very much. Yeah, yesterday was Easter Sunday, April 1st, and we woke up to 9 degrees. Thankfully it was above 0, but 9 degrees. No. Here we thought we could start getting stuff out for spring. Tired of the snow. So sick and tired of the snow. Oh, and if you live in Minnesota, I'm so sorry that it snowed. We had our snow tires taken off our car last week because it was so warm. So it's our fault. It's kind of like washing your car and then it rains. Yeah, you take your snow tires off and then you got another snowstorm. So sorry. But I'll talk to you all later, and have a good day. Bye.